Hey guys, wow, you guys joined immediately. I have no idea how you guys joined that quick. It was weird. I joined VC for a second. No, I've heard Thor snoring. I'm not really interested in hearing him snore. I'm not really interested in doing VC to begin with, since apparently every time I do it, my mic just dies. Yes, Lawless, you actually made it. It's gonna be a short stream. I'm just gonna finish up. Excuse me. I'm just gonna finish up the chapter and then I'm gonna call it. Yeah, yeah, Jamie. Yeah, Doritos messaged me and let me know. He's like, you need to come in here. I'm just like, I'm, I'm so good. I'm so good. But yeah, this should probably be an hour if that. But yeah, welcome everyone. Hopefully you don't mind the sniffles and coughing too much. I'll try and keep it as not obnoxious as possible. Matzi, Fabricio, and Papa Candy. How you guys doing tonight? I'm doing okay. Getting over being sick still, but it's getting better, slow but sure. I didn't have the big C. I didn't have the big C, so that was the important one because I was having some symptoms there that were looking pretty sketchy. But we're good. Yeah, you and me both, Echo. Yeah, because my oldest, my 6-year-old, has early symptoms of asthma, so he's very high risk, and so if one of us gets it, then that's a huge problem. So we're trying to keep him as protected as possible. Now he's 6 years old, so he wants to go to parks, he wants to play, and we still let him do that. But excuse me, what we can control, we control the best we can. Yeah, yeah, Angel, it's scary. It's kind of calmed down a little bit. He used to have to do this machine that we got from like a really big medical company. We applied for it and were granted it, but he used to have to use this machine every morning. He'd have special medication, and it was kind of like it would like mist it up for him, and he had to breathe through a breathing mask for uh, probably a good 3 4 months every single morning, and then every single evening too. He had to do it twice a day. And that medication, that medication ain't cheap. Oh, I can tell you that. Not that that matters. Of course, his health comes first, but that's just an extra little spice to the concoction. But thankfully, he doesn't have to do that anymore. Thus far, we're hoping that it stays that way. But yeah, Rio, I have no idea why that would be. I'll be completely honest with you. I have like no actual knowledge of YouTube live stream chats at all. Hey, V, right? What's up, man? Good to see you. If there's anyone else in here that showed up and I didn't say hello to you as well. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the chat at the same time, but I'm also constantly fighting the urge to cough. So, keep looking away from the screen. All right. Okay, I'm good. I'm glad we that fixed it. I know we've had other issues with this chat where it seems like leaving and then coming back fixed whatever the issue was. So I'm just gonna assume it's on YouTube's end, which legitimately wouldn't surprise me the slightest, since YouTube is held together with tape and spit, which seem like. Yes, Lapras, they get a hello as well. Thanks, B. Right. Yeah, I feel like hell. I'll be honest with you. But I was just telling these guys, I don't have the big C. I don't have the big C. I thought I did. I was like legitimately afraid I did, but I don't, thankfully. So we're just dealing with a cold that's like just whooping my ass. A really bad cold. Yeah. Yeah, that was. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That was a very scary, tense couple days when went to get that test, and then you're just sitting there because they don't give you the results on the spot. For anyone that doesn't know, it's several days. So I was just sitting there, like, and I have no idea. I don't know whether to isolate myself from my kids. I don't know whether to isolate myself from my wife. Like, I, it's like, what do I do? So I ultimately just decided, like, you know what? If I have this thing, chances are people in the house probably have it too. So, you know what? I'm just gonna just still play with my kids because the alternative sounds miserable. And thank God I didn't have it. So we're still doing all right. But yes, Angel, exactly. It's the monster you cannot see is always the worst one. Whatever your brain conjures up. So I was just thinking, like, okay, well, what if I get it? Because okay, so if first of all, I couldn't work until I got my testing back because they don't want you there just on the off chance that you do have it. You can't be there because obvious reasons. So I had to. Now, if I did test positive, my work thankfully has up to I think it used to be 2 weeks paid time off, but now I think it's a month. They extended it. Our union extended or negotiated an extra 2 weeks to that, so we have up to a month, which is great. I mean, that's a huge peace of mind. But I still had the Moogle. Nice. So I wouldn't have been totally up shit creek, but still, it's yeah, very scary stuff. What do we got here? Behemoths. All right. No, no teas, no lifting, no lifting forks, no forklifts. But yeah, Echo. Yeah, 1 month. Yeah, our union kicked ass because it was 2 weeks and they dug their heels in on it. But our union was able to legally get this. They were able to legally prove that we work in a high risk area. What do I work in? I work. So what I do is I unload trucks, but when I unload these trucks have like massive like loads on them. I use forklifts, heavy machinery, and the union was able to legally prove that we work high risk in a high risk environment because there's however many people are touching these boxes. You think about the products going from point A to point Z where it's being delivered. So, you know, we're like, yeah, no, this is these guys are who knows what these guys are being exposed to. Like they're definitely high risk priority. So Yeah, worked out. How am I this evening, Andy? Well, aside from being sick, I'm doing all right, man. Thank you for asking. Hopefully, you're doing well as well. Yeah, yeah, Angel. Yeah, Paco's playing is it's very it's very befitting to lowly behemoths that are getting shit stomped. So that's an FF16 trailer. Oh God. Um. Let's just say I wasn't impressed. I legitimately couldn't tell you what was happening. I couldn't tell you who was the main character. I thought like three or four separate people were main characters or like the protagonists. Everyone, it looks very, very kind of Games of Thrones medieval like, and I'm not sure if I'm into that look. I thought the summons looked great, but I don't know. I was not impressed with it. I will wait to see more. Obviously, it's just one trailer, so of course I can't make a complete judgment there. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. What spheres will I put on Arden? Oh, so Renoa is going to be his ace for sure. His C sphere, I don't have too many good options for him. I'm thinking either Y'shtola or Arciela. And then the best E sphere I could give him would be Vanille. I've been going back and forth on whether I want to use a sphere removal to get Vanille's sphere back from Aranea to put on Arden. But I'm not sure about that because I am going to grab Arena's LD in the future, and she's like a break machine with that LD. So I don't know. But Renault is 100% going on him, and then yeah, I just got to decide between Yish and RC. What's the best banner for Arden's Burst? Probably either the Renault LD banner or Edward. Edward is stupid, stupid good. I'm gonna grab it on Renault's LD because I'm not sold on getting Edward yet, and also I want to have Arden's Burst for the raid. But for Arden's E slot, it would probably be the Crafted Vanille or maybe Reno. But that would mean I would have to build Reno, which I'm not positive I'm going to do because Lightning just single-handedly makes every stage in the future Thunder Absorb. So Reno is very much a use when you can kind of unit. Also, someone earlier asked me, what do I think about Cloud's Burst? Cloud's Burst is amazing. Cloud's Burst is one I'm going to absolutely as well. Yeah, I know, Angel. I'm still over here wanting to grab Lightning. Like, I know the Thunder Absorb is definitely a thing, but it just depends on how much you like the character. Yes, Cloud Burst is demonetization waiting to happen. That's absolutely correct. YouTube does not like that burst music. Oh god. Well, I'm not building Vayne. Vayne is not an option. And I do want a fully sphered Arden, so yeah, it's between Arne and Arden for breaks right now, or for that sphere. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna be doing with that. I just realized I'm still running this team on random nodes. Whoops. Yeah, Vayne is great. I'm just not going to use him. Did I get Arden? Did Arden's banner treat me well? Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I didn't get his burst, but I got everything else. Oh, this music is so good. One of my favorite Final Fantasy X tracks. Wait, you gave. Hold on. You gave James. You gave Arden Orin's E-Sphere. Orin's E-Sphere. I don't think that procs unless you inflict a debuff. I'd have to look, but um, yeah, Arden doesn't actually have any debuffs at the moment. Although it's heavily speculated that he's going to get debuffs with his LD, um, because he has the E slot. Like, what's the point of having an E slot if you don't inflict a debuff? Since 99% of them require you to do a debuff. DPS wise, no, Noctis is better than Arden because Noctis, assuming you use Noctis correctly, because Noctis's burst effect, you can absolutely exploit that and do stupid amounts of damage with it through turn manipulation, turn jumping, etc., etc., etc. So I would definitely give that nod to Noctis. Hey, what's up, Rennie? Mozzie, that's actually a good question, Angel. You'd have to answer that. DFFOO Guardian. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. Hey, Asnosis, how you doing, man? Hopefully your kitty's okay. This is probably an HP attack, isn't it? No, no, it's not. Okay. Knocked Burst plus Terra is stupid. It's just stupid. Oh my god. Good, glad to hear it, Asnosis. Hopefully he keeps doing alright. How did I make the banner on my channel? I had it commissioned by a friend of mine, Mayu Fantasy. She made it for me. She did a wonderful job. Terra's better than a good character, Ryuho. Terra is kind of in a class of her own right now. It's funny because Terra really is just like, for the most part, I mean, aside from the burst effects, Terra is pretty DPS focused. Um, and DPS are, remember, no part utility means you're dead, dead unit, right? That's the meme. But Terra doesn't seem to care. Oh my god. No, no, he's talking about his cat. Ooh, all right. Hey, what's up, Kai? Yeah, Daniel, I'm looking forward to Ferris's LD as well. I'm excited for that one. I saw it on a really nice run with Ferris in the new DE and JP. I'm still bummed out that they did not make this the Final Fantasy 15 effort. It's just default bald guy effort. Yeah, Pretty, don't you hate it when the God of Fire just shows up at a random meadow? Oh, thank you, Guardian. Good luck on your channel. My best advice is don't get discouraged because you'll find out that getting views, especially at first, is very, very, very difficult because people have, people they already watch, and so trying to get them to branch out and give other people a try is tough. So yeah, just don't go into it looking for instant success because you very likely won't find it. And also have fun. Do what you want to do. Like, make meme videos. If that's what you want to do, make meme videos. One of the guys from the Tonberry troupe, Dreamy, made like a super, super memey Dimension Zen video using Balthier a while back, and it was great. So just, make content you want and, listen to your audience. Obviously, they'll tell you what they want to see and don't want to see, but ultimately do what you want to do. Have fun with it, because if you're not having fun doing this, then you probably shouldn't be doing it, because that sounds miserable. Twerk on camera. Oh my god. Oh, we gotta do ours, these two for sure. Well, hey, Asnos, you know what? Hey, that's what worked out for you. Then you do you, man. Uh, it is thankfully just a regular cold. I did get tested for corona, but it was not corona, thankfully. Thank God. Okay, this will EX probably do it. Oh my God, ultimation scream. Oh, am I gonna try a Fiat solo with Arden? That's a good question. I haven't really thought about it. I'm so content with my Fiat comps that I putting any thought into it lately has just been more of a chore than enjoyable. And thank you, Taliote. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. I haven't said it lately, but for everyone that's watching right now, thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Trying to do this by myself is incredibly boring, so I appreciate you guys to talk to. No, Fiat 16 is gonna be well. I probably will use Arden and Fiat 16 at first, but 16 is gonna be 8 8 LD's playground. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Ryuho, that's the scary thing is that's absolutely the case in the future. Is if you want to for whatever reason redo a Dimensions End, oops, now you have to do an hour long stage over again. Just it's gonna be a solo, lawless. And them being immune to taunt doesn't matter if you're the only person standing there. But at first, I'll run a legit team because 8's LD isn't going to be out by the time 16 hits, assuming that they don't change the timing, which we'll find out tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. 2 days. 2 days from now. Am I pulling for Renault or Edward? Yes, Renault LD 100%. Edward, I don't know yet. I know Edward's very, very good. I don't like the character at all. Like, ugh. So, I don't know. We'll see. And hello, VL. Thank you for joining the stream. Oh, good. A D's hypothetical. What I do if I arrived home, turn on my switch to the regular power-up screen with no sound, is picture the T as we have an emotes and Alti's HP attack scream? I don't know. I don't know, D's. That's fucking cursed, man. I really don't know. I'd probably turn my switch off and think I was dreaming or something. You record it and say yeah, awesome. Jeez, I don't think you would. That's one of those situations where you think you would do something and then it would happen, and you'd just be sitting there speechless, like witnessing an accident happen in real time. You'd just be like, oh, okay. Am I gonna chase Emperor's LD? Probably not on release, but on his burst pass. What burst am I gonna pity if I must? Arden is number one. I've decided I'm gonna just flat out just get it. Sephiroth is 2, Lightning is 3, and then Cloud is probably 4. I think Onion Knight is 5. I really want Onion Knights as well. I'd like to get Y'shtola's later on. Y'shtola's... I know Y'shtola is experiencing some troubles on the JP side already. But Y'shtola's I think would be fun. Am I going to do Seth with Garbo meme? Yes, absolutely. I'm actually doing a draw battle, I think they're called, with two other people, and we've already got plans on the thumbnail, what we're going to be talking about, etc. So it should be fun. Should be fun. P. Cecil Burst? I don't know. I'm definitely grabbing P. Cecil's LD. P. Cecil's LD is nuts, but yeah, I don't know about that burst. White Chase. Oh, sorry, D's. White Chase yields LD. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna just see how I'm handling content at that point. From where I'm sitting right now, probably not. Probably not. I'm not using yield as much as I thought I would. And if I'm not using the character right now, then I doubt I'd be using them when he got the LD. So, how many bursts do I gotten already? You're always can't keep up. You haven't missed anything. I don't have any bursts. I'm at 0. I don't know about Fury on burst. I'm definitely gonna get Fury on LD, but I don't know about that burst yet. Hey Riley, how am I feeling? Better than I did. Better than I did, but not great. I don't have the big C though, so there's a little miracle right there. So yeah, if I'm coughing, I do apologize. Oh my god, no, bro. This is Len. I haven't used Len in a while. Look, D's. Look. I got you. Where's he at? There we go. Just for you. Does he not have Odin? I didn't give him his Odin boards yet. Oh, he'll be alright. There you go. Now, I don't want to hear a single damn word about Balthier and the next Abyss, D's. You're getting your Balthier fix right now. Is this the time I normally stream? No, absolutely not. I have no idea. I don't have a normal stream time. I rarely stream to begin with. So, maybe. But when I do work, I get off at 11 p.m. So I can't stream any sooner than that on a day I work. Next after you sync. Now I can definitely use sync. I'll 100% do that. I'll find a way. I haven't used sync in ages. I wanted to use sync on 9's event, but I didn't, and I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't. But I just Machina and Rem are just stupid. They're just so fun to play together. Whenever see a situation, use them in. I always pair them because I can't help it. And yes, I prefer YouTube over Twitch. I don't use Twitch at all. Yeah, kiddos are doing okay. Kiddos are doing great. We're doing online schooling for the 6-year-old because high risk and all that. But he's taken to it pretty well. It's a big adjustment for him. He had a mini breakdown the other day because he wants to go to school with his friends again, but he understands that we don't really have the luxury for that right now. Sad as that is to say. Follow my advice for Farther Sons Dimensions. Oh, I'm flattered. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very happy with my Dimension and comps, for sure. I think I made a lot of budget comps work. Do I give the Cowboys a chance tomorrow against Seattle? Against Seattle? No. If I'm being honest. No. Seattle is stacked. Not only are they stacked, but Russell Wilson is just. I don't think we have anyone that can handle him. I mean, that's the biggest problem. How is A still hanging on? All right, Angel. Take care. See you tomorrow. Your back was the suffering abyss. Well, I'm glad that I can provide that at least. Look, Deez. Look, here you go, just for you. Did you see it? Did you see it, Deez? There. I don't want to hear another word about theater. Oh, and Alfie's here. What's going on, man? Good to see you, dude. What's up, Kai? Yes, Riley. Yep. Is Kefka worth it? I mean, I'd say his LD is. I don't know about his burst. I'm gonna definitely get his LD though. Did I beat the Sandbird? What are you, Geez, what are you talking about, Sandbird? VL, yeah, I'm okay. I have a super, super, super bad cold. I had a fever on Wednesday, so I had to call off work because they take temperatures every day for you to clock in for your shift, and if you have a high temp, then they just send you home. So I called off, and then I had to go get tested, but we're good. In Sunshine, yeah, I beat the Sandbird. I've 100% completed. I've 100% completed Sunshine. And no, I don't have Yuffie built. Cypher's S1 is really close to Yuffie's animation speed, so I'm not worried about it. Thank you, BL. It's a work in progress. I usually, like, by and large, a pretty healthy person in terms of never getting sick. So when I do get sick, I get clapped. It's usually pretty bad, but it only happens like once or twice a year. I also get sick whenever the season changes. I'll get sick for like 2 or 3 days because my ears my ear pressure has always been out of whack, and I can. It's like, you know how like you hear like people say their bones hurt when it's about to rain. That's kind of how I know like the season has officially changed when my head pressure, my sinus pressure just gets crippling, and I can barely think and barely breathe, and it's just like out of the blue I can be 100% healthy and then down for the count. Thank you, Asnosis. Take care, bud. Hopefully your little one, your little animal does okay. One of my top three FF games, not counting DFFOO. Well, number one is Final Fantasy X. That's like a mile ahead of everything else. 10 is my favorite, just period. Past that it gets tough. I think 2 is probably Type 0. Type 0 has a lot of flaws, for sure. I'm not saying it's a perfect game. It being made for PSP made it so that there were a lot of restrictions and weird mechanics and stuff. But I think overall it's a really, really nice game. Take care, D's. I'll get you in the server later. And then three is tough. Three, I I really liked Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I also really, really like Final Fantasy VI. I'd probably have to give it to 6. 6 is pretty nostalgic for me. I didn't play 6 when it first came out. I played 6 long after it came out. But 6 is a great game. 6 is terrific. Now, I don't think like some people think like 6 is like the bedrock of all Final Fantasy, and I don't go that far. It's a great game, but I don't. It's not number one for me. Number one for me is 10. 10 will always be special in my heart. But I think generally with games like that, people's favorites really kind of play into what you were going through at that time. 10 for me goes far beyond just a video game because I remember putting hundreds of hours into 10 because it was my escape. I was going through a really, really hard time, and 10 was just my way to get away from it. And, so on top of it being like a genuinely fun game to play, great story, great characters, et cetera, for me, I have that well, so. And no, Final Fantasy 13, I love some of the cast, but no, I would not put 13 in my top. Fuck. Let's see. 13's buried on the list. 13's not even close to the top. Probably go 10 Type 0, 6, 7 remake. 8. 8. Then probably 15, and then 9, and then from there things get muddy. I didn't really enjoy 9 that much. I like the characters in 9. Some of them. I like Freya. I love Eiko. Eiko gets so much shit in 9. Like Eiko gets destroyed. And that's really a shame because I call Eiko my Final Fantasy daughter. Like she's so precious. Top 5 characters? Female or male? I know I posted in my Discord a list way back when. I don't remember. I don't remember what I wrote. Off the top of my head, um, I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough question to put me on the spot for. Thanks, Lex. I appreciate it, man. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, man. Did I play 14? No, I did not play 14. I tried playing 14. There was like a free trial for PlayStation, and I remember I downloaded the free trial. Well, little did I know that timer. I must have either logged in at one point and started making an account, or the timer down started from the download time. But regardless, my free trial expired without me even playing a single minute of 14. And at that point, I was just like, oh, okay, well, I'll just leave things where they are then. I'm, I'm not gonna pay for this. I'm good. I just don't have the time. Oh, come on. Top 5 in Final Fantasy 10? Oh, that's a neat. Okay, so Riku's 1, Unit's 2. Oh no, but Auron. Yuna and Auron are close, are tied for 2, I think. Riku's number 1 by like a big amount for me. 4 would probably be. Huh. Make me think. Uh, Tidus? Sure, I'll give it to Tidus. And then 5 would probably be Sid from the airship. What's my favorite summon in Final Fantasy? Oh, that's easy. Anima. Anima for Final Fantasy X. I love Anima. If I already said this in my Discord, if Seymour like I won't touch Seymour in this game. I don't want him. But if Seymour gets Anima on LD or his burst, I'll draw from. I'll build him up. That's how much I love Anima. See, the thing is, if Anima is his burst, we won't be able to use him like Yuna uses Valifor. But if Anima is his LD, that would be sick. Like change his Brave and HP attack like how they do it with Yuna. All I know is that they do Anima. Anima better be towering. I want this. I want her to be sky high, massive. Okay, like I don't want her to be shrunk down so the camera doesn't break. The camera's already broken in this game. It's okay. But no, I want her to be sky high and dwarfing the characters. But yeah, no, I don't like Seymour, but if he does get Anima, then I will build. Yeah, and he absolutely needs rework. I like the idea of Seymour where he gets stronger, like legitimately stronger when enemies' HP goes down. I think that's a fun mechanic to experiment with. But yeah, he absolutely needs help. He's God. What would I do to fix Yuna? She needs. So Yuna's in that weird spot where Yuna is cursed, has the cursed arts, right? And two of her cursed arts are really nice, but if you give her both cursed arts, then her attack plummets. Like she does, like 108s, attack 108s. So she definitely needs more attack power to justify keeping around. Or auras. They can make Yuna into an aura machine. They did with Deuce. Deuce didn't get a rework, but with Deuce's LD and her passives, she's literally there, standing there for her auras. Her auras are insane. So they could always do that if they didn't want to like just totally just jack up Yuna's attack or whatever. Her cheer, she needs an HP dump on either one or both of her skills. Having them both be just brave battery is not good. And because her EX is too slow for that. Like, so you can't just keep using Alifor stuff and then use like a random ability and then have it up. Like, you have to actually use like two abilities to get that EX up. Says Riku, who else would I see in DFFOO? I would, okay, actually, you know what, my favorite Final Fantasy list, I need to go back to that, because Type 0 would be second, 6 would be 3, my fourth game actually would probably be Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I know people shit on that game a lot for being basically like a jank at Final Fantasy Tactics, but I grew up on Tactics Advance, so Marsh would be great. I would love to see Ritz. Oh, I would love to see Ritz. I doubt she'll ever make it in the game, but Ritz would be great. I'd be so hyped for Ritz. Also, somebody was telling me there's a rumor that Braska is going to be added DFFOO, and if that's the case, I'd be jacked for Braska too. Be fun. It'd be cool running like Braska, Yuna, and then Orin in a party or something, or Jacked Braska and Orin. But yeah, I would love Marsh. Marsh should be great. I would love to see you, Ritz. I don't think it'll ever happen, sadly, but I would love Ritz. Oh God. But yeah, Red 13 I know is a very, very popular pick for people as well, for units that haven't been added. I think Red 13 and Riku at this point are probably two of the biggest snubs possible at this point. So, and Riku, that poor girl, been stuck in data mine hell. She's been data mined for well over a year, might even be going on like 2 years now. So her stuff is in the game, but yeah, they just haven't released her. I don't know what they're waiting for, but I mean, on the one hand, the longer they wait, the more chance that she'll be like busted. You know, she got to be stacked to justify releasing in this day and age of the JP meta. So that'd be cool, but the longer we gotta wait, the longer I gotta wait since I only play global. And yes, Angeal was also data mine. Yeah, see, Kai, he might be in data mine hell with her, but he hasn't been there nearly as long. Riku's got exclusive real estate property in a special corner. Yes, yes, a six soul stream, yes. Who do I think is going to be the global exclusive? You're right. Okay, so I'm glad you asked me that because I had a theory about this in my Discord the other day. I think it's going to be the Final 16 protagonist. I think it makes a lot of sense because it's basically free advertising for the game. You can release this character. You can give him a little bit of story, right, in his cutscenes because you don't got to worry about his lost chapter. That'll be, a year away. So you just give him a little bit of backstory, give him some information so people kind of get interested in them. And you can really kind of open things up with this kit and give people a hint of what he's going to be able to do in 16. I think that'd be really cool. I think people will get really, really hyped for it. Because, think about it. It's basically a sneak preview of a character from a game that hasn't released yet. And I think the advertising speaks for itself. I think from a business perspective, it makes a lot of sense. Shapeshifter. Sadly, that's probably right. Look at their sales numbers, see that they're low. I'd be like, all right, boys, it's time. Riku in 2 weeks. O'Reilly, Sarah, free work, please, please, please. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. So I think DFFOO will ever do any collabs. Probably not. I hope not. I know the devs have been quoted in the past as saying they do not want to do collabs. They want to keep it strictly Final Fantasy characters, which I absolutely appreciate because I don't want this game to devolve into what Brave Exvius was doing, where you had like Katy Perry as a playable character. Like, what? I thought that was a joke. The first time I heard about that, I thought it was a complete joke. I Google image searched it and found it, and I'm like, oh, that's real. That's not good. So I'm worried that greed will make them do silly things. Oh yeah, Ariana Grande as well. Forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, and then so not only were they released once, they were released again, and then but now it was like aggressive Katy Perry or something. I don't remember. They had some stupid title. It was just like this is just insane. This is insanity. How can you do this to the people playing your game? I don't know. I'd be embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed if I was playing that game and a friend asked me what's going on, and like, oh, who's the newest character? And I'm like, oh, Katy Perry. They'd look at me and just, oh, God. Scrublord, maybe. I don't know. The thing is, I feel like the global first, assuming they do it again, which there's no guarantee they will. They have done it the last 2 years, but the problem with the global first is that they have to be pretty hype, and they're running. If we're being honest, we're running out of pretty hype characters at this point because they refuse to acknowledge tactics exists. Riku is just stuck. Red 13, it's a possibility, but I'm thinking they might wait until Remake Part 2 gets closer. I don't know. So I think the 16 character would be a good, surefire way to drum up hype. But then again, I don't know anything. I'm just totally speculating, so maybe I'm just full of shit and that won't happen. It's entirely possible. That just doesn't exist, a fever dream. That's what the devs would have you believe. Yes. Okay, I think... Is that it for the chapter? Oh yeah, sure is. Okay. I would, dude, Daniel. So Queen has actually been data mined. If you didn't know this, Queen's data mined. Her weapons are viewable and all that. Sice is not. Sice hasn't been touched yet, but I will be super hyped for a Sice release for sure. Yeah. How would I feel about eventually seeing Boon of Bells in the game? I have no idea how they'd actually implement that. That would be interesting, to say the least. I don't know how they would pull that off. But if they did, uh, more power to them. Great job, guys. Okay, all right. So yeah, that's the story chapter. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream here. Like I said, I'm feeling under the weather, so I want to do a little bit short stream to take care of this. But yeah, I'm gonna cut it here. I'll probably stream again once the raid's active, because I do plan on getting that 50 chaos co-op requirement. So I'm gonna be playing a lot here in just a few days. So I'll probably stream again then. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here, guys. So thank you for everyone that showed up and dealing with my sick ass. I appreciate it. You guys have a great night, and see you guys again soon. Take care.